what I want to talk about today is how our people take what they see in film, on TV, and what they hear in music literally. Like, when are we going to progress to a point where we say it's just entertainment? I see people downing Empire and Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder and all that, and they say, look at what they had to do to play those roles. Do you ever watch movies that would come from the occupying culture? Have you ever watched their movies and you see that, but you don't take them literally? Like when you watch Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator, or you see him as Terminator, you don't say, oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a bad dude, I'm gonna beat his ass and try him and see if he can shoot and all that. You take him as an actor. Same thing with Sylvester Stallone. You knew he couldn't do all those things that he was doing as Rocky. Everybody said it. Oh no, there's no way that he would be doing what he was doing as Rocky. It's ridiculous. Or as Rambo. No one said, oh, this guy is a raving lunatic, a Vietnam veteran coming back, blowing up shit. No one takes that literally. So when are we going to stop taking what we see on TV, in film, what we hear on records, literally, and just chalk it up to an escapism? It's a way for the person to express themselves, the producer or the director or the writer, sometimes all three or one. It's a way for them to express themselves and show what's happening in the society that we're in right now, but not take it literally and say, oh, this is somehow destroying us as a people. When are we going to mature to the point where we can say that this is just entertainment, that this isn't going to affect us, that we tell our children that this is just entertainment, and remember that, have that discussion with our children. That's partly what it is. The grown people have to become mature. There's people in the 21st century, they can't even talk to their kids about sex. They can't say what they learned in health class. Oh, sorry, they took health class out of school. However, when I was in school, I learned that you ejaculate the semen, and then there is the sperm. At least 100,000, maybe 1 million of those motherfuckers, and they swim up and they hit the egg, and if it's the right time of the month, the egg buries locks into the womb, and then the baby begins to form. Like common sense. If you ejaculate in someone, you're gonna get them pregnant. So if you're young, they're young, both of you are viral. I mean, you know what I mean? So the grown folks, there's a deficiency in that. So when are we gonna grow up and be able to express to the youth that this is just entertainment? You don't believe what you see on TV. You don't believe what you see on TV. You don't believe what you hear on records. Just use it as an escapism to say, oh, I'm pissed off, I'm going to listen to this Tupac record, or I'm going to listen to Young Sean, I'm going to listen to whomever else is out there, Fetty Wap, I'm going to listen to this, and they're talking all this gangsterism, or they're talking negatively against black women. But in actuality, if you're taught from home, if the grown-ups become mature, able to talk to the children and say that the black woman is earth, is the beginning of all this, then they say, okay, that's just entertainment. That's just a certain way that people are expressing themselves because the record companies are accepting only that type of music right now. So I understand it. That's just entertainment. I'm not going to treat my women like that. But all at the same time, back in the time when NWA first came out, Q taught you about a certain type of woman. And it's just a continuation. So he taught you about it so you would know what to stay away from. That's how I took it coming up. But then again, my parents were mature and they said, this is just entertainment. It's not the real thing. So that's what I wanted to say today. When are we going to become mature enough to separate movies, television, and music from actually believing that that's the way it actually is with each individual person that's performing, or that it somehow is going to harm us because we haven't become mature enough to teach the next generation something better. So that's it. We'll be back. The BLKICE Chronicles.